Hello dear, so we have to do some practice session and this is a combination of the practice of our lines and as well as our sketch pens. Okay, so we will be practicing both together in this session. And before that I need to tell you something about this regular lines and irregular lines. Okay, so we have discussed types of lines and everything, but we forgot to mention this regular lines and irregular lines. Okay, so the regular lines means if we draw something in a pattern, like assume like the cloud lines, you remember, right? And each curve on that cloud line, if you make it properly and regularly, like every curve is same size, same shape, same distance, then it's called a regular line. And irregular line means it is not in a unique style. It will be like different, like one curve will be big, one curve will be small, and they will not travel in a particular horizontal line. They will be little up, down, and like that. Okay, so this is also for shapes as well, regular shapes and irregular shapes. So we can discuss that later. Now let's start practicing. So I will start with an irregular cloud lines. Now you will get to know more about it. So we will start with an irregular cloud line. You can see this. To that we will draw two curvy lines like this. Then connect it with another curvy line like this way. And you know, these are the roof of two huts which we are drawing, and the cloud lines was for the sky. Now we will do the vertical lines, and every time when we are drawing something, if you just start focusing on this and name the lines which you are drawing. Okay, so you can easily learn all these lines just by practicing it. So here we have drawn three vertical lines for the walls and connecting these vertical lines with horizontal lines. Now two more vertical lines on each home or hut for the door and connecting with the curvy line. Now for the window, again horizontal to vertical and connect with the horizontal or again a curvy line you can do. Now just on the top of the roof I'm adding four slanting lines and just making it in the shape of a rectangle boxes like some stick. That's what I'm doing. So for from the tip I'm making some short lines and connecting with some more slanting lines. Now for the road or the pathway to the hut, we will add two slanting lines, and these are called parallel lines because the gap between these two lines will always be same. That means they will never meet anywhere. So these are called also called parallel lines, and these are the slanting lines. Now again one more slanting line for a fence and a parallel line also, and after that connecting, and we can draw some vertical lines for the fence. Okay, just like this, keep on telling the, at least in your mind. Okay, no need to tell loudly, in your mind just keep telling the name of these lines which we are drawing. Now I have drawn a short curvy line. And now adding a regular cloud line. This is regular and the top one is irregular. Okay, so the regular cloud line. Now I'm adding some zigzag lines for the grasses over here also. Some zigzag lines. And a wavy line for a border. And some cloud lines also added in the shape of clouds. And maybe some tiny detailings like two curvy lines for a bird. And yes, now our picture is done. Now we will fill it with sketch pens. Okay, so we have practiced a lot of lines in it. Now I'm just outlining it and I'll be taking the sketch pens and we will fill this thing not by coloring. We will again do some lines to fill it. Okay, so this will become a line art. Also, you are practicing sketch pens. Also, you are practicing some lines we learned. Okay, so let's continue. Okay dear, so my outlining is done. Now I am taking some sketch pens, color markers. So I have taken a brown color and drawing some short lines. This vertical or slanting lines to fill the roof. Okay, so like this way. When you are doing this, try to keep the gaps between each lines equal and also leave a tiny gap between each row as well. Like after drawing one set, leave a gap but don't make it too much gap. Okay, like a tiny gap like this will be fine and do it slowly, and when you do it a lot of time, gradually your speed will increase and you can do more. Now I hope you can follow. Each section we will be doing different lines. Okay, now I'm picking another color to fill the roof of this hut and the same process repeating. Now I'm picking another color. You can pick any color you like, okay? And I'm just making some vertical lines on the walls. You can just do it with any other color as well. This is how we will be filling the entire picture as well using different lines. The thing you need to notice is see this gap and try to make it regular like the gaps, and this line should be vertical. And also don't use your ruler. We are all practicing, so no need to make it into a higher level and all. This is practicing, so keep doing it with your hand, and by the end of the session you will be able to do this, I'm sure. Okay, so I have done the second head with another color and all vertical lines. Do it slowly. And now some slanting lines for the door. So added some wavy lines for the fence and slanting lines for the windows as well. Now I'm picking a light blue color and doing some cloud lines repetitions inside this section. Now repeating some wavy lines for this landscape area using a green color. Again some cloud lines. Now some zigzag lines. And more wave lines to the sky using a dark blue. And so our drawing is completed. Now see, we have got a nice picture, and we have practiced lines, and we have practiced using sketch pens, and that's how we used to practice, and we should practice. Okay, so keep on practicing. More things you can do like this, and send me your work, as well as if you got any doubts in between, you can always WhatsApp me on this number. That's it. So take care. Bye.